Coach, was start on the health side. Seth and Cam, is it just a matter of seeing what the hell they do on the court or before the game, or how are you feeling about them right now?
Seth is out tonight, but with, I think we expect him to play Friday. Cam is a game time decision, so he's going to go through his warm up and all his stuff and see if he's able to play tonight.
Ben didn't make the trip last night. How'd you reunited with him? Is there any update on Simmons and how he's looking and feeling?
Yeah, Ben had an epidural while we were in Orlando. The idea being to try to accelerate his recovery and take some of the irritation down. And so hopefully that'll help him relieve some of the symptoms and be able to recover quicker and accelerate that process.
Oh, this is how it goes now. This is your first time seeing Dallas with Spencer since Spencer joined. What has he added to them from your perspective?
He's just a really good all-around player. He can play in transition and pick and roll. He can make shots, and he's an athletic player who can defend. So I think he adds a lot to their team. The IQ piece, size, and athleticism on the wing and in the guard spot. So, great addition for them.
With LaMarcus, is he going to get reevaluated anytime soon, or has he been reevaluated recently? And do you have any kind of clarity on his timeline?
I don't have any. I think he's, I think it's a next week evaluation for LA.
Hate to destroy the rhythm of that, Steve, but with Bruce, obviously, he's played so well lately. In particular, the assist numbers have been high. Just it seems like he's making great decisions with his passing. How would you kind of describe his ability to distribute or what that's done for you guys offensively during this stretch?
He's played very well, I think, in all facets. We know Bruce always comes to play and competes and plays with great energy and physicality, but I think he's getting the ball in the half roll or when they're doubling Kevin or Kai, he's getting the ball and able to drive it and make the next play. And so, we've pushed him to make great decisions in there, to look to score, get to the rim or shoot his floater when he's open. But when a defender rotates, to make good decisions and create opportunities for his teammates, and he's really improving at that as well. So really proud of Bruce and what he brings every night.
Steve, what kind of report do you get back from the training staff as far as a timeline now for Ben? How does it work?
I don't have any update on that.
So he gets the epidural and he just has to lay low for a period of time?
Yeah, see how it responds to the epidural, then they make a plan, I think.
Is there any timeline internally where you guys are hopeful to get him back on the floor to be able to do anything right now?
No, it just depends, like I said, on the epidural and how he responds, and then they can start to formulate a plan.
You guys expect Kyrie tonight? And if so, whenever he's here, will he visit you guys in the locker room again?
I don't know if Kyrie's coming tonight, to be honest with you.
And if he is, will he join?
I don't know. I don't know anything about that.
Coach, being shorthanded, the challenge that the Mavericks present for you guys on the second half of back-to-back.
Yeah, I think obviously they're playing really good basketball, really found kind of an identity and have really defended this year. So they'll definitely challenge us. They're playing at an extremely high level. I think with 4 games in 6 nights and having Seth and Kyrie and we'll see about Cam out of the lineup. We're stretched a little bit as far as trying to not overburden everyone minutes in a 4 and 6 nights. So that's obviously we don't want to look at the week as a whole when we're playing tonight. But those are the concerns a little bit, that we want to make sure we get through this game with enough ammunition to compete and try to win the game, and also not overburden our guys. A 3rd game in 4 nights, 4 and 6.
And I'm sure I've asked you this before, but the 150 last night, most of the Nets have scored in regulation. The most, though, is 157. in the Nets Suns matchup and your clash with Jason Kidd. Just your memories from that matchup.
Just the back in the day, how I used to lock people down. Just keep that, keep the top guys under wraps.
With Ben, is it fair to depict the epidural as kind of a fact-finding mission to see where the problem is, and would you have to wait? Is it fair to also say you have to wait to see how he responds to the epidural before you could rule out the possibility of him needing a procedure?
I don't think anyone's even talked about a procedure, so that would be a way down the line scenario. We expect him back at some point, and I'm not the doc, so I'm going to be very careful what I say about the epidural. But I think I don't know about a fact finding. I think they understand what he's. I don't think they're in the dark as far as what's hurting him. I think it's just better finding the things that will respond best to.
Eddie Sefka.
Hey, Steve, good to see you again. We all have heard the theory about that when you make a major trade in season, it sometimes can take a while, even the following season, before things all mesh. I'm guessing you guys don't see this way. But how much does having a guy like Kevin may give you confidence that whatever time Ben joins you, that this is going to work?
Well, I think we feel excited in the direction we're going. We would love to have full availability to see what we actually have and how it all fits. But I think Ben's a great fit for our group. He brings so many things that we need with his size, length, athleticism, defense, rebounding, transition play, facilitating, passing the ball. He can screen, he can roll, he can cause a lot of problems with the variety of skills he brings at an elite level. So I think he's a great fit for our group. But you can't just plug pieces together and expect it to work overnight. We still have to go through the process of incorporating him and finding that cohesion and understanding the rhythm and timing and all those things. But yeah, I think we feel confident that our team can be extremely competitive and match up with anybody in the playoff situation. At the same time, we're not going to think too hard and long about do we have to wait for next year? No, we're just going to play what's in front of us. We're going to try to improve every day. We're going to play who's available and seek growth and understanding and cohesion. And if we focus on those things, we'll find out if we're ready, if we're good enough. But we feel confident, we feel belief, and we feel excitement about our group and our direction. And hopefully he can come back because, like I said, we think he's a fantastic fit and he does a lot of things that we really need on the basketball floor.
Chuck Cooperstein.
Hey, Steve. How you doing? Good to see you. Was curious just a little bit more about Dinwiddie and why you think, just even watching the tape of since he's come to Dallas, why he fits so well with Luka and with Jalen Brunson playing together.
Well, I just think he's a smart basketball player who has a variety of skills. He can shoot, he can handle and pick and roll, he can pass. Like I said, he has a high IQ. He's also has size and athleticism. So both sides of the ball, he can impact the game with his athleticism, and the IQ piece, I think, is really important to play off guys. Sometimes he's on the ball, sometimes he's off the ball. So, his versatility, I think, is a great fit.
Is that maybe his most underrated quality, is his ability to play off the ball and to play off of other people?
I don't know how it's rated, but I think it's something that I've always really liked about him, is that he can fit into different positions, different roles. He can be a primary ball handler. He can play off the ball. He can play second side. So I think the athleticism allows him, along with the IQ, to be able to fill the gaps no matter what his team needs.
Appreciate it.
All right. You're welcome.